Hey everybody, I just want to talk to you guys today about why I think you should start playing Inferno Clash over regular Clash and even standard control. The reason being is that Inferno Clash is just a lot more fun. I'll breeze over some points later on in the video, but first I want to make a reference to another popular YouTube channel, which is Planet Destiny. They're the ones who pretty much gave me the idea to make this video. In their most recent podcast with, I believe it was Fizzor, he made some good comments about why he plays Inferno Clash and why he likes it. So I got on, I tested it out, and I'm like, you know what, this is a whole ton of fun. So I'll gloss over some of the points of why I think you should play it right now. One is it doesn't have radar, so it really rewards gun skill and map knowledge over just who has the better gun, who can read radar better, which in my opinion is much more representative of skill as opposed to looking at the top left of your screen and instantaneously knowing where the entire enemy team is. That doesn't take much skill in my opinion, and it's just much more fun when it's you, your eyes, your senses, and how you read the map, how you read the players, and how you control the flow of the game. All in all, it just leads to a more rewarding experience. Whether you're going solo with a fire team or with a group of people off of LFG, it rewards you for being cohesive, for meshing together with another group of people, being cognitive, calling out where you're going, where the enemy team is, and just forming chemistry with your fire team. That, in my mind, makes this game mode much more competitive than the standard Crucible, and really, you guys know my opinion as far as competitive goes. It's the best way to play, and really the only way to play a game online.
Oh yes, I got him.
Now I just kind of want to take a step back and talk about what else makes this game mode really fun. I know the things I mentioned prior to this seem kind of sweaty-ish and try-hard, and a lot of people don't really like to enjoy their games that way like I do. So one thing that makes this game mode really unique in my opinion is the fact that you don't need to use the standard weapons. You don't need the holy trinity of PvP, which is a hand cannon, shotgun, and rocket launcher. For example, in all of the clips here, I'm using the Monte Carlo, an exotic auto rifle. This gun is usually looked down upon as not being a very good weapon. And in Standard Crucible, that might be true, but in Clash, it really comes into its own. Since you don't have to worry about the radar in this game mode, you can really have fun and try new things. You can use a Necrochasm without having to worry about people turning on you with Thorn. You can use Monte Carlo, you can use Hardlight, you can use all these underrated weapons, Plan C, Pocket Infinity, Super Good Advice, and you can enjoy them for what they are. You can test out their perks, you can test out their playstyle, and who knows, you might even become a convert. You might go from using only Hawk, Moon, and Thorn to, especially after the buff, using Hardlight. It's just great to experiment with different things, seeing how different exotic perks work, and enjoying the game in new ways with new playstyles. One thing I like to do in Inferno Clash, especially, is run around with the Defender Titan using my suppression grenades to shut down enemy supers. It's a lot of fun, and because people don't see you coming, they can't really prepare for it. So if you see a Blade Dancer, you can keep him from double jumping and blinking towards you, and then you can bust out your shotgun and do the 1-2 punch combo melee him, and that's always great to do. So it's just, it varies up the play style. You can play a different way, new weapons, new guns, all that good stuff. So that's it, guys. Those are the main reasons why I think you guys should try Inferno Clash, especially if you're grinding out Clash for the Grimoire. It's a ton of fun. It has the potential to be super competitive, has the potential to be super fun by varying up the play styles. So go ahead, give this game mode a try, let me know what you think about it, and I just want to leave you guys some brief tips. That way you guys aren't going into this blind, you have some way of going in there and having some general knowledge about how the game mode plays. So the first tip I want to give you is slow and steady wins the race. Take the flank routes and don't try to charge things up the middle, especially if you know there are enemies there. The best reason to flank is that you catch a lot of people off guard. Not many people check their sides. They're going to be watching the main sight lines. For example, here on Pantheon, you can see that a lot of people are going to be rushing straight up the middle and going to the waterfall side. But if you go through this left side bridge area, you can really get the jump on a lot of people and cause a lot of havoc, especially if the enemy is just spawning in. The next thing is be wary of the sounds you're making. Luckily in Destiny the footsteps aren't too loud, but everything else is. Whether you're a Titan using shoulder charge, they can hear the little swoosh as you're running by if you're close enough. If you shoulder charge, they can hear you from basically across the map because it's a giant boom. Double jumping, blinking in particular, the Titan lift. The Warlock glide doesn't really make too much noise from what I remember. Supers are very loud as well, and especially grenades. So just be careful what kind of sounds you're making. Try to move the map quietly, and you should be on the road to success. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Y'all have a nice day, and thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon.